That's me!
I'm a soldier from Volsena. The name's Duran.
I'm Charlotte, resident beauty of Wendell.
Persecuted by humankind, beastmen were forced to live a life of seclusion in the dark woods of Duskmoon Forest. Only one managed to stand up against the oppression. He became king. Under his rule, the beastmen banded together and created the kingdom of Ferolia. There, he and his kin waited for a chance to get revenge on the humans who drove them into hiding.
Well, isn't his furry majesty himself? How do you do this fine night? Finally! The time is upon us, sire! With the coming shift in the world's mana power, now's the perfect opportunity. For what? For us! All to get back at those nasty humans!
Do I know you?
Oh, how silly of me! They call me Gormand, Death Devourer. Our goals are the same, for I hate humankind as much as you do. I offer you some unsolicited help.
Outsiders and help are unwelcome. Be gone!
No, wait. I'll leave, but if you change your mind, my dark spells are always at your service.
Wait. I'll give you one chance.
Oh, I shan't waste it. Now then, tell me what you would have me do, and consider it done, Your Majesty.
Kevin was the one and only son of Ferolia's king. The young boy's human mother had long since abandoned her half-blood child, leaving him to be raised in the forest by the beastmen. Due to his Spartan upbringing, Kevin never connected with others. He was raised as his father's successor and trained to fight from infancy, leaving little time for friendships. One night, the young prince came across a slain mother wolf and her living pup, Carl. Finding a true friend in the affectionate wolf, the boy's frozen heart began to thaw.
So of course, naturally.
Hey, sleep good? Huh? Carl?
Thanks for letting me know. 5.
What was that yip, Carl? Tiny, but still a wolf. Don't bark like a dog. Here, howl. Like this.
That was...
We're alike. You and me. A little wolf who acts like a dog. A beast man with human blood in my veins. And neither of us have a mom. Don't worry, Carl. Got you. And I'll protect you, since your mom can't now.
Testing. Okay, there we go. Guess it's been too long since I've really used my mic. Again, thanks for letting me know, or I would have gone 4 hours
Carl,
playthrough with
what's wrong?
me wagging my lips and sound. At least the game is.
No, Carl.
Definitely saddest battle tutorial of the
Fight
war.
you.
Technically, I did charge both times. Oh, they wanted to do a full one. Okay. I did. I get so impatient with
Stop! What are you doing? Carl!
relatively quick. Some of the more.
Stop! Body's moving on its own.
That in this 3D mark, it looks like he's a Super Saiyan werewolf. Not quite golden enough in the hair, but that's the extreme style chunked anime.
No, 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 Carl! Carl! How did this happen?
Unable to resist his beastman instincts, the boy transformed and attacked his only friend. Kevin made a grave by the flower patch they'd often visited. Racked with guilt, there he wept for his lost friend.
So sorry, Carl. I'm sorry.
Afterwards, Kevin didn't know how long he wandered the forest.
Biggest problem with
Eventually,
the cutscene.
however,
Low
he made
voice
it back
text.
to the palace. But
I'm an impatient
nothing
player.
was
I
the
often just
same.
like to read them and then skip
Carl.
through a page.
Couldn't protect my friend.
Why I generally don't care much about
I
the
couldn't-
voice.
Stop.
Big problem
Myself.
with this game, though, they connect
Beastman
actions
blood.
to follow the dialogue to that
Awaken.
dialogue. So if you skip it, you also skip whatever action might happen, like
Why?
somebody running forward or somebody
Did
else
I transform?
or giving
Why?
dialogue.
Why
So
now?
I did that in my casual playthrough and skipped a lot of things. That's annoying and it's good for speed,
King.
but
might
okay,
know
now we're gonna
something.
start the fun, however. So I think that Kevin's story is the weakest overall, but I wanted to start with him as my main character for a couple of reasons. Because I haven't done that story yet in my casual playthrough, and also because of a nice little trick I learned running. Whoops, I wasn't right. And hop on this lantern. Not quite. That was the wrong. I'm probably not going to speed this, at least not glitch. I can't do this reliably enough, but I have pulled this off. Of course, if I had kept Rainbow Seed my first casual playthrough, I could probably just use them and not out this, because they can get any. I was greedy and unlucky anyway. I never got a good weapon with. Darn it, not quite reaching. Never got a good weapon with Hawkeyes. Not quite reaching. Have to attack it near very height of the arc. Up slightly. Probably not. Fell too. Seems like I'm falling weight. Keeps talking about the dash. One thing I definitely like they fixed over when I was playing in the tutorial was dash worked. Dash was one thing I didn't like playing the tutorial. Didn't like anything about it. You have to, normal default is to press the left stick after you start moving, which is tough to do anyway. It drops immediately. Luckily they added auto dash features, a couple of them, to the options menu, so I have it on auto run, which tends to work a bit better. Running is not fast enough to really feel good, but walking is slow enough to feel bad, which is another problem with the dash. Oh, I think that was all. But I wonder if they already patched that kind of thing too, because they generally have not been fond of problem with modern games. They, especially with internet, showing people how to do it, so we also make developers figure out when those things are. And pretty fix, just slightly lower the height of this. Fix the height, bonus height from Kevin's back slightly. Not a huge deal. Can't get it. Makes the first beginning part of the game. Again, even this is new plus, so I'm gonna have access to like all of my items I had before. So yes. Lots of and now a 300% experience. But doing this allows you to access a portion of the world that's normally blocked off, a portion of this castle that's blocked off of this. you'd be able to visit later on in the game. So they've put one of Kevin's endgame weapons because of that. And I practiced this, and I did it on a fresh new game just a couple days ago. Went through, defeated a Fell Metal Hugger in about less than 10 seconds. But now I can't get it today either because they fixed it or I'm just bad. I know I'm not very good at tricks. But it's really seemed like this is actually fixed. Yeah, I might try another. Let's give up and move on. And it's not the end of the world, but it was something I was able to do one season. Yeah, even though that looks ledge-like, you can't jump onto that ledge or that. Well, I guess I don't get it now. I think they must have fixed it. Yeah, that's really height. So that's sad. So, one of the nicest things is just these little way markers. I'm trying to talk. See us out, left of that weird fella. Just showed up at the castle. Strange, huh? It was the most annoying part about playing the original game was not knowing what random NPC to talk to trigger the... Because there were a lot of them, especially in the early portion of the game. It got a little bit easier as time went on, as things...
By order of the king, the Beastmen forces are hereby sent out to take over human settlements. Our first target is the holy city, Wendell. Yes, sir! Now's our chance to pay back the humans for what they've done. Once we take their precious holy city, we'll have already dealt a serious blow to those weaklings. They'll be shaking in their
extremely
boots.
solid object manner of all the body hair. Looks the weirdest part of the artwork.
Listen up, Kevin. We'll be taking Jad, then it's straight to Wendell. You hear that, Princeling? Your old man picked me to lead the Beastmen to victory. He trusts me with his invasion plan, not you. How does it feel to be a waste of space, huh?
Don't need to worry about grabbing stuff early, especially since we can't get. But I'm a impulsive chest grab.
I hear something through the wall. I know that voice.
Well done, Gormand.
It's an honor to fulfill the wishes of the king. Tell me, were you impressed by my dark magic then?
Just making that sound. His limbs, the bell
Corrupting
things on
the
his
will
jester
of
hat.
a tiny pup to attack my son is child's play. No matter. It induced Kevin's transformation as planned. With no more attachments to keep him from training,
My son will become a weapon. I have no more need of you. Leave.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Be reasonable, Your Majesty.
You beast!
Now, funnily enough, if I had control now, you actually run past these two when you
Egads!
if you can do the out of bounds up there.
Yes.
Not really out of bounds.
Use that hatred I see in
Pains.
your eye. Bend it
So
to
I
your
could now
will,
grab the chest if I had
and let
control of
it
my
fuel
character.
Your beastman power.
But of course they don't do that because you're supposed to get it.
Never lose it.
Shut up!
Foolish boy. Know your place. You called yourself Death Devourer, did you not?
Oh, yes, indeed, Your Majesty.
I leave my son to you.
Understood, sire.
Definitely the weakest of the story, Evan. All of this over a poor lost puppy. I mean, his backstory is tragic enough, but it's kind of the weird thing of all 6 characters. Their personal ambitions are slightly petty, based in the grand scheme of things. Though it does make the overall story better, I guess. People with their petty issues have to, are compelled to go and save the world and learn about the nobility. Although it's a little weird with characters like Reese, who already seems like a noble person, but even she is uber reluctant. That data right there is the one where I successfully grabbed Kevin's weapon. So extremely powerful. Oops. I need to. I have access to all of these. I sold one of the elemental roots. These do carry over. Yeah. LCS gauge while walking. Don't need that yet because I sold. Whatever. So there's 2 specifically I want. Love of Mana for 3. And I want Cactus 100% gauge, so I can just...
Stronger than you think!
Yeah, for one fight. Kick the chest open it. Angelus is my favorite because they totally stole it from. They totally stole her from Kingdom Hearts. She takes out her staff and taps the chest twice, just like Sora does. There are no big chests where she does an overly dramatic thing, though. No chests there. They hit me. Okay, he's gonna be my main damage. Putting it into strength for now. Oh, that's back the way. I get turned around easily, and one of the reasons I'm not super fond of them in general.
Give it back! Give it back!
Spare me! I was merely following His Majesty, the King of Ferolia's orders. Wait. I've come to you with an offer. Wouldn't you like to know how to bring your little Carl back to life?
Huh?
Shh, listen. Ferolian forces are on their way to Wendell as we speak. You need to find the Priest of Light who lives there. Why? Because he knows how to bring back the dead.
You lie!
Oh, now does this look like the face of a liar?
It's like the face
you
of a...
cannot wait! Ludger's guards have already left. If you dally, they may do away with the priest before you arrive.
Wonder what
Where's Wendell?
Gormand
Where?
even wants by trying to convince
This
Kevin
way,
to go
Your
to Wendell.
Highness.
Because the Beastmen themselves' army is strong enough. Seems to want to power the place.
Now, you must make for Mintus. It's just outside the Dusk Moon Forest.
And I
from
mean,
there,
seriously, he's
you
going to
can
go to the Priest of
cross
Light
the
to bring his
sea
poor
to
wolf
the
back.
city of
This is
Jad.
only friend.
Wendell is quite close to that location.
And though as a human, it's hard for us to think
So
of it too
don't
much that
stop,
way as more than
or
a
Ludger
pet, at least.
will have complete control of Wendell before you even arrive.
Animal
Understand?
lover,
Try to
pet.
stay out of his sight. Okay. In fact, I shouldn't be seeing
A lot of people
you
would do
with
that,
you
bring back
either.
family and
I'll
stuff,
take
but
my
it still
leave.
just seems
Goodbye
so...
and good luck, young
It's not something
prince.
I can emotionally connect with. Though I do understand it is the only person, creature that Kevin ever cared about.
Carl. Wait for me.
Chance
Priest of Light
to,
and Wendell will tell
revive him,
me
a lot
how
of
to
people.
bring you back.
Especially if it's
Still
bad.
my best friend.
But it's hard for me to connect with that
Carl.
emotionally. But
That
Kevin,
coward is no
especially
father.
being so simple to be so manipulative.
He must be the reason.
I say it's kind of the interesting with
Mom
the characters.
left
They all
me
are kind
behind.
of petty in that way. You know, Reese, his
she
kingdom, her father was killed and her
alive?
kingdom was devastated and is probably going to
I
be
want-
attacked again.
To see her.
But she, it's the castle, you know, even in its poor condition, to try and chase down her lost brother because she cares more about that than even her kingdom.
Kevin
More important
burned
to-
with hatred for his father and shame for the feral blood in his veins that made him
Angela
deliver
is
the
almost
final misguided
knows.
blow to his only friend.
Easily connected to. You're in a similar
As the
situation. His
Ferolian
castle
troops
was
left
attacked.
the
He was
castle, the
overpowered.
young
And he
prince
wants
was
to get
hot on
stronger
their
just
heels.
because he's embarrassed.
He
and
had
told
to
to go
get
to
to
Wendell
Wendell
to
and
class
ask the
change.
Priest of Light to bring Carl back to life.
Yeah, that's funny. They did that in the, that was in the, too. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, he jumped. Oh, this was it. I don't remember if this scene was being business Carl's, which cuts into. Harley's Charlotte's is pretty darn simple. Yeah, they giant bird by hitch a ride with. Yeah. She has to leave Wendell to chase after Heath, and then after Heath kidnapped, she doesn't know what to do, so she goes back to Wendell. She absolutely doesn't want to go back to Wendell. Hawkeye also claimed for the death of the eagle. His people are being taken over, but when Jessica gets cursed, decides he has to leave the Holy City, find a way to break this one curse. You know, never mind the rest of it. Again, important connections and all. Still feels like bigger picture. Angela just has nowhere else to go after she's other tries to sacrifice her. She suddenly finds herself outside the castle. Crazy fortune teller says, "Go to this holy city of Wendell." Okay.
resist, and we may spare you.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows when.
Hey, I'll be here for quite.
Too many guards. Can't let beastmen find me, but I have to go to
Oh yeah,
Wendell
weapon shop won't sell
for
weapons.
Carl.
I should get the items. I don't need to find little cactus. That's the one sad thing about my playthrough is that we won't get to see little cactus. Found all the little guy, mostly for my sister. Maybe I'll do another fully new. I'm not gonna right now though.
Beastmen of Ferolia look like humans during the day, but at night, they transform into animals. Don't leave the house after dark. You hear? Hey, if you're trying to leave the city, night is actually best. Once the beastmen transform, they lose their better judgment.
Heaven doesn't, although you can chalk that up to a
A
half
whole lot of them tend to get together and brawl amongst themselves until dawn. It's easier to sneak out of the city then. Good
I
luck.
think I remember in the original they actually
Wait for night.
could actually fight
Sleep at the inn until then. Just
transformed beast.
wish our guards weren't the ones causing trouble.
I hate that they have to have all those tutorial things in. That ring cancels out sleep attacks. That just rest, no charge. Can't do business in town anyway. Of course, I have free anyway because of the little cactus. I felt a little, part of me feels bad about that because we met little cactus. Innkeepers can no longer make money from us for whatever reason. Why? It doesn't even make sense. But on the other hand, since from a gameplay standpoint, not exactly a terrible thing anyway. Because when you have golden statues everywhere that for free store your mana and all that, having a free in service is not bad either. Oh, there's an item seeds because they can transform. I can get even from just silver seed good equipment that week. Not sure exactly how it handles level stuff. I know if I had rainbow seeds, it would probably turn in. But I am not sure if the silver and level do. Rabite 4. These are the most pointless cutscenes. Yeah, it is over. I am a compulsive saver. I have a chance to save the game, I do it. Yeah, there's. I am on hard and I don't have ultimate equipment. It's good to check the chest for those. Chests, equipment in chests is. And item seeds. Reese was the main character in the first playthrough. Pretty fun. Biggest problem I had with my main character was once you get a lot of money, she keeps commenting on how much money you have, and both of her dialogue are annoying, especially the one where she says, I think we should spend our items on supplies for the journey. The way she says it sounds like admonishing you for having to. I'll probably just go ahead and max out all of these. Change because at 300% bonus, going to be at. Took me a while to figure out how those were. I'm going to be at level 8 long before. And if I largely. Which I might start doing once I start getting into. Run away and skip a bunch of fights. I didn't get all the chests in most of them. Having the little cactus ability to add them to the map makes. Though there were some I still missed, especially in the end. And again, yeah, I really don't need. But I'm going to treasure chests. I'll have a chance to get them back. Hardest part of the game to in the original to know where you were going is this early portion. Always was difficult to know the triggers for getting the finding berry and getting through the log. That entire first section of the game was
can't get through. What is this? Better find another way in.
Wonder how long I've had no sound now because my head cord got unplugged. I know not the entire time because I checked and I had my no chests in regular Astoria because it goes away after it gets destroyed. So took me a bit to figure out these pots. The ones that are brownish like that sometimes have items. They're not always. Ones always restore health. Purple ones restore mana, and blue ones restore. It's pretty interesting. They have several of these blue ones sitting around a lot of the boss fight. Still lots of those little things. Item seeds are the stuff I really want to find. Most everything else. I just have so much money in. Ursus, I managed to get away from Chad, but now I'm stuck here because of the barrier. I'll never get home to take down the barrier. Hey, buddy, if you out, let me know. Gonna spend the night here, I guess. Finding a way home is a problem for me. You could stay the night here. The barrier will magically disappear overnight. No.
No one believes me, but I saw it. A strange light was floating over the lake. Maybe it'll appear tonight, too.
Probably ought to see if these guys have weapons.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Oh, good choice.
We'll use this.
Come again.
The game's overall flow and balance was greatly improved, because it was a little bit of a problem with the original game. You had to grind in order to get enough experience. All the things that you needed. And the armor keeper thing, you don't get armor. I never wake up either. Bit of a T.
Welcome.
But you were generally, in my game, I reached 18 about the time I hit the wind crystal. Maybe a little bit before that, although I grinded a little bit out. It wasn't too surprising. That was very nice. In the original game, you were only supposed to be about 11 or 12 by the time you hit the wind crystal, and you can't class change to 18. And it's quite a while before you get to another crystal at that point. You go through several different dungeons and stuff. You're probably close to level 20 by the time you find another crystal, if playing relatively casually. So the facts I read online, the FAQ sites,
What?
GameFAQs.com,
Flying light.
which was your equivalent of
it?
Google back in the earlier
Never seen
days.
anything like
at
that.
least.
Where did it go?
Suggested staying there and grinding to 18. Last change of me. I always did that. Couple of hour grind. And way that way the price of items skyrockets in the game, it was really hard to have enough money for everything. Although in this it's still the case, but just happen to get enough generally. I am going to then purchase a bunch of the so because I'm Kevin. Kevin turns into a werewolf at night and he's stronger, but when it's daytime he won't turn into that. So always good to have without a heart. Oh, that doesn't. For candy. Yagamoth, great secret of mana speedrunner, was wondering if doing his dash attack into roll could actually fast move. And it might be. Regular roll isn't fast enough to be a movement option like it is in a lot of action RPG. This definitely feels a little bit fast. Because he dashes forward a short distance and then stops for a bit, so that's slow. But if you cancel it out quick enough into a roll, it feels kind of fast. I think they actually toned that down too. That was better when a big weapon. Already level 5. I haven't been grinding at all.
You.
And there I did it. It's the skipping text dialogue often skips the actions that come afterwards too, and it bothers. And some of these continue the text norm. Ones that are actually cutscene.
Who are you?
I am.
And then some of them
Ferolia.
you have to text
Saw the
through,
light.
but they're both voiced.
I see.
Well, a lot of them. A lot of the text
No
options.
other
Just
option.
text box.
So I suppose you'll do.
A little bit annoying.
Hold on.
One thing that makes the old age of video games still so fun
never
and
mind.
not
I'll
having
tell you
voice
later.
acting allows you to do so much
Please.
more, like name
I
your
need
character
you to take me to the Priest of Light in Wendell.
and advance the text.
I can't fly any further on my own.
Fine by me,
I think the one problem
Going
I
to
have with the
Wendell
voice
too.
acting in
but
tend to speak
Cascade Cavern. Can't get through right now.
I can get us to
feels
the
kind of
barrier,
weird. I wonder if that's
but we need to hurry.
most of the other games I played that
Something has happened to
translated
the
from
Sanctuary of
Japanese
Mana.
dialogue didn't have that
The Sanctuary of Mana.
problem.
Wait. Ah! What happened? Was it Astoria? Gotta go back.
Oh, we need to get going. Let me rest inside you for a bit. You won't see me, but don't worry, I'm still here.
Oh, wait. What?
Don't delay. We must see to Astoria.
Ah, she's
This is always one of my
in my head.
favorite games.
Ah,
I discovered it
Hurry!
naturally.
all
Bombs and
right.
stuff. Yeah. The fabled Secret of Mana. Just the concept of building your party and fun.
So,
It means that
why
the
are you
already,
heading to Wendell?
comparatively
Priest of Light can save Carl.
NES era
Bring him
RPG
back.
story was weakened more
I see you
because they had to
haven't
spread
had
it
an easy
between
time
different
yourself.
antagonists. Which I'll probably comment on in the game, but it still was a pretty fun. A lot of fun with it. There were some problems in the battle mechanics, but they fixed all of that here. Make. They did a really, really good job of up. I didn't mind making everything almost 1-for-1 in Secret of Mana remake that some people have, but even so, I definitely, it's a good idea. That's 6 yet? Not quite. These guys give 2.
What happened? Where are the humans?
This looks like the work of beastmen.
Cowards.
There is no time to waste. We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendell is in danger.
Well, now suddenly destroying the city has brought Chess to the front. How do we get? That was. I wonder if that felt really. I wonder if they did decrease like Kevin's jump height, all characters, being able to flip out and. I'm certain they did. I know I'm bad, but I think I'm bad. Especially since success. I'm gonna be right for a while. I'm kind of glad at least now I can keep save game. After I did successfully, I was gonna save over that. I guess now I have a normal. Compulsive stuff grabber as well, especially when there's no threat or no. I really don't need stuff, and I it's one of the things that makes it hardest to speedrun RPGs like this, is ignoring all of that, ignoring stuff to grab. Especially after playing game, if it's a game I know that I played or whatever, and I walking past important chests that I always remember. Oh. Minor, but oh well. So it's actually quadruple experience. Plus 300% actually means 100% is what you get normally. So plus 300% means 400%. Quadruple experience. Killing bosses is
Actually,
ridiculous, especially if we happen to get the lucky bone. Because we do get lucky sometimes additional time.
Oh, that's what the light over the forest was. Sounds like things are getting interesting
Duran
around
was
here.
probably
So,
my least favorite
what's your
character
business in
overall in the original.
Oh,
He was supposed to be
I
the
see.
sword-wielding warrior.
Sounds
I'm
like, yeah,
not a
rough.
super huge fan of his attitude,
Oh,
all
I'm
that. His
Duran,
design was okay.
soldier
That
from
hair
Volsena.
was really... We're not going to do... I was thinking maybe I would
Not
for
long
the
ago
thing,
when
but
I was doing my usual guard rounds at
Explain
Castle
it.
Volsena, a wizard forced his way inside. I put up as
kind
much
of
a
interesting
fight
they
as I
give you
could.
the option, but I like just having the...
There was no match for his magic
And then it
powers.
makes each character feel a little bit more
I'm
important
from
when
a
they're the
family
lead.
of swordmasters. I always trusted in brute strength. That cursed magic chewed me up and spat me
Of
out.
the status.
Now I don't know what to
Flashback,
do.
nice flashback there.
Lost every last bit of confidence.
The only problem I have visually with the graphics is
What?
the
Ain't seen the last
3D
of
manner
me.
they made
I'll show.
the
I'll
character.
show everyone that the way of the sword can be just
They made
as
the hair
powerful as
look
magic.
really cartoony.
It's like my dad always told
And
me.
similar things too. I'll really
Now,
comment
there's
on.
no way I can defeat that cursed
Signs
wizard right now.
Or
That's why his
they call him
Majesty the
Wisp in
King
this? I can't remember.
traveled to Holy City Wendell.
You don't
to learn how to
interact as
switch my
much in-
class. I'll find that wizard
Huh?
and make him pay.
Yeah,
Mark my
light
words.
elemental. I mean, even in the original,
In any
pixel
case,
cartoony
I'm on my way to Wendell too.
this
so
era, flame.
Guess that makes us travel companions, huh?
Duran was worthless in combat too. Like his combat at all, slow and
So impatient. Give me a moment. I'll get rid of the barrier.
one of the few cases X doesn't.
There. You should be fine now.
Yep. He was slow with his attacks, and they only did a single hit. Hawkeye and Kevin felt so much stronger, but in this they did a decent job with making it playable. Duran's attacks are. I need to get him equipped before we start here. Kills anyway. And again, those cutscenes.
all by yourself.
Can actually that shows the shield slot, even though power from MP. I could give him a huge amount of hit points. Don't need to recover. Item drop rate. I don't really need that yet. Covering HP after every. And the MP I won't need because we won't have any for a while anyway until we get Charlotte past full. Maybe I'll give her the obsidian. But I'll go ahead and do parental prayer just to recover HP. That'll keep it tapped up. Fight. Attacker. It's to attack at this point. Minus heads. But let's go ahead and do that
Yes?
just to show
That
him
is
off.
hard.
I'm a soldier from Voltaina myself.
Oh, and I'm gonna go ahead and strategy. Class strikes, actually every. Charlotte when she arrived.
I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good with a sword. The monsters around here aren't so tough.
Yes. We will work well together. Been on my own a long time.
Andy almost died from one. Andy's dead. That's
It's
fine.
good to have a companion.
That's the problem with having no defense on
The one alone.
level 1. So, okay, underestimated that a little. But having 0 defense meant, but... I have lots of I can use.
Here.
Just 200 instead of the 100 as well. Subtle things like that are unbelievable. Having like 300 for chocolates. Of course, I didn't need to eat that because first, before we run it.
Menace. Defeated.
Back.
One down.
Okay, attacker probably isn't a good.
Will not. Should work. Ever. Here.
Doesn't give it. No, that's a lot of HP.
All of us. Next charge.
Bring 'em on. I can handle it.
Take down the enemy.
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving.
Take down the enemy. One down.
Next. It's this. I could have beaten them all on my own.
Dangerous.
Oh yeah, one of the other things I can do is equip a. Not entirely that I had all of these. Better at this. Now he has his +5 string. Alright, now we get our third character. I really like having Charlotte third in my party because of the help she gives. Healing, having a healer is always good. And the fact that if you put her third, you actually get her before the first boss. Which none of the other third characters do. I think it's useless to put her second unless you really want to see the storyline different.
I'm Charlotte. I'm a famous beauty from
strangely enough, a lot of people are super annoyed by Charlotte, and I'm kind of annoyed by her too. Although I think they made her the right level of annoying. She, her weird baby speech, I actually do like it. I like it when people have some sort of weird thing. No, we definitely don't want to play through her past, though. Let's just let her give her thing and be...
I grew up with no parents, but there was one priest in Wendo that was always nice to me. Heath was kind and helpful.
They really went to extreme with making her subtitles match her baby speak, though.
Something for the temple. But
I heard that she's actually maybe even worse in...
really bad feeling about it. I didn't want anything to happen to Heath, so I followed him in secret and didn't tell.
Now that's
Grandpa
weird.
I left the temple that
She
night.
in the original, you always saw this, see it every time, and I have a good memory for it. But she mentions the name of the kid who helps her out in the
Looking man took Heath away.
town, but he just doesn't here. Like they didn't ever talk about him for whatever reason.
And then I couldn't even get back to Wendell because of the barrier. Until you opened the path through the chasm for me.
This scene was pretty hilarious, having her cartoon walk off the edge of the
I got a little lost
and
on
Looney
the way.
fall down.
And
Not nearly as funny, and
if you hadn't been there,
it's kind of weird that they didn't go ahead and embrace the cartooniness and they.
good night, Charlotte. That was close.
Fine.
Motions in the
You can
actions.
come with. On my way to Wendell to see the priest anyway.
Oh, you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the priest of White.
Like,
Come on, Slowpoke. I'll take you to
what do you call that? It's not quite a list. I don't.
Now,
Maybe it is.
off to Wendell.
Oh, they're.
Great.
Wendell is straight ahead. Come along, recruits. Follow me.
Recruits. Yep, definitely. Going to go ahead and assign. Go and put that on her. Mana blessing. Nope, not. Obsidian power from the Black Rabbite. Her powerful. Now what do I? Maybe now I can have the attacker.
So small. Gotta protect the young ones.
Good attitude. Although she's your age.
Get out of my way before I break you.
Don't worry, recruits. I know how to get to Wendell.
What an obnoxious kid.
Ren, speaking for all of us.
Next.
Stronger than ever. Next.
Did you see that? I was great.
Wait. I did most of my original playthrough on standard until I got to the after game. Post game, that's what I call it. The post game stuff with class 4. I had to switch to beginner for Angela. because I could not do Angela's solo fight. She, spoilers, fights alone. Ollie, it's terribly minor. I like the mid-air dodge roll thing. It's a fun little thing. And now Charlotte's going, hey, I can't go in yet because I kind of ran away from home. So much for getting help to Priest of Light.
Wendell! I can bring Carl back!
Thank you so much for taking me here. Hurry! We need to request an audience with His Eminence.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
Looks good.
Oh, good
Hilariously.
Nice!
Oh, good choice.
Angela was fun to have.
Come again.
A kind of annoying line she always used, still fun, was like, I love shopping when you buy stuff. What's been coming here for anyways? Angela's fun with direct. That's the fun of the game, is mixing up the character interactions. One of my favorite things. Stories in general. Weapon. I really love big meetup, mashup things like event. Flashing. I don't like the fights so much as they do often.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
This is good quality.
Ooh, exciting!
Come again.
I can even give myself more experience because I have cookies. Cookies and fill. Really kind of annoyed by barrels because the barrels look a lot like the ones in Kingdom Hearts and they look like they should both, but they aren't, only earned. It took me quite a while to get out of the habit of, oh, barrels, let's break them and see if
Huh?
I think I'll wait out here. I left without telling Grandpa. He's probably really mad at me.
temporarily left. Now she prevents me from going back, too. I thought I didn't realize it would turn me around. Just turned daytime. I'm going to be forcing nighttime a lot as I Evans turns into powerful werewolf. Okay, only one treasure chest. Out this. Voila. Pick the chest in them. The few chests that you did, chests that you did open up, original, were always opened in the interesting way. They generally hit it with whatever there was.
Please, accept the Goddess of Mana's blessings.
Priest! Carl! Bring Carl back! Friend. He's my only friend. Carl, the wolf pup.
What is your name, son? I see. Listen well, Kevin.
Yeah, ring.
The gift of life comes with the inevitability of death. Nothing can replace a life lost, nor bring back a soul who is no longer with us. That is why the gift is so precious. But death is simply how new life begins. Though Carl cannot return to his previous life, his soul will live on in your heart. Do you understand?
But... Carl... he's...
Keep the memory of him alive in your heart, young one. And someday Carl may be reborn into your life again. Do not give up hope.
No! This is the king's fault. Won't forgive him for what he did to Carl.
You're the priest of light, right?
In the original, they bounced each other out of the way rather violently.
Now. Please.
Impossible.
And again, no matter who it was,
no
and you know, super nice character.
Classes right now. You lack the experience necessary for such a feat.
What? But
You must have at least heard tell of the Mana Stones, correct? First, you must gain enough experience through battle, then call upon a Mana Stone's power to switch to another class.
Who's got time for that? Your Eminence, if I don't get stronger, I can't give that crimson jerk what's coming to him!
Wait! I have something to say.
Okay, I've let you say your silly
Please
things.
listen.
Stupid.
Now
I have important stuff to talk about.
To tell you that the mana tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the Mana Tree, the seals on the Mana Stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
What?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
What? Fairy? What's he talking about?
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, a fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
But Fairy's better now, yeah? We made it to Wendell. You do not need me anymore, so go to the old man instead.
Other people made comments on it, transferring the concept art. Kind of didn't work.
However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Huh? Don't need a mana sword. I need revenge on the one who hurt Carl. Can't get distracted.
Kevin, I'm sure you already know you don't have the strength to defeat the King of Ferolia. Not with your power right now. But
knows that absolutely all your wishes can be met with the mana sword. Carrot.
What? Stronger than the king? Really? But what is the Sword of Mana?
Surprised that, again, all of their reactions
are
numerically
is the embodiment of the ancient power of mana.
Utterly rejecting it until they're promised blessings from Durad. He's like, I've already got a sword.
Form of the golden wand,
as if the idea of a magical, powerful
sword
maybe could be used.
The one who holds the mana sword
The rest of them, okay, they don't.
gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the
Kind
mana
of sad that
tree,
because or you never get to wield the man. Changing it. Whatever weapon, but
before the mana tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and awaken the goddess of mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
I get that sword. I can defeat the king? Done! Where is the sanctuary of mana?
I am so sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome Benevodons. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the sanctuary of mana should appear. Through that portal is the sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 mana stones was sealed on purpose as the mana goddess began her slumber.
What do I do?
In ages past, there once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the mana stones and bend it to the user's will. However, countries refused to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the mana stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed Benevodons. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit.
All the bad guys found a magical way to transfer
there is no longer
curse
anyone
from taking the life of the
who
person who
knows
uses
how
it,
to
taking the
work
life of some
this
random person
cursed
have on hand.
spell.
No hope?
Or the
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the mana stones instead.
sounds like she came here without a real
powers
plan.
with what remains of mine
Should have
to open the
known
portal for
all of this stuff
everyone.
required.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a mana stone, I've heard many say that the Lightstone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With
How they
what
call her
remains
Fairy.
of her power,
Not
she
the
can help
Fairy.
you find Lumina
Title.
in the cavern.
As if it's her
See
name.
if you may borrow his light powers.
Okay, answer me straight, Fairy. If I go along with you for this journey, will the Mana Goddess grant my wish?
Certainly. You can become the world's strongest swordsman. Let's do this.
All right. Then I'm in.
Okay. Now we can finally start the adventure.
Don't leave me behind. I need to save Heath. I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not.
Scarlet Party. I kind of liked the shortening of her name to Carly, which Eventually. There we go.
Let's take it out before it does more damage.
This is really helping.
This is faster if we fight together.
Can't you tell? We are getting stronger.
I've done
Wait, stop.
playthroughs, including when the demo was Full Metal Hugger. Now it's level 6 after beating Full Metal Hugger each time. This one is going. They're probably gonna be close to 9.
There's mana power coming from the waterfall. See that strange hole? Further up. I bet Lumina is in there.
Kind of interesting. Camera move. Have you
This one is so annoying.
That's what I'm really made of. This will be faster if we fight together.
No more enemies. Not until next time. My turn. Next. One down. This is.
strategy. I'll get
Strength.
save, so I really want the power attacks. Last strike.
Is that the hole? Fairy said we have to get there. But how do we do that?
Oh, right. I forgot you can't fly.
What a thing to
can
forget.
use the residual
Yeah,
mana
you
power
can't
in the
fly.
waterfall
How
to
dumb
get you
of
over there. Let's give it a try.
kinds of generic story triggers necessary. Semi-story. You teleport.
We did it!
Showed you shadow floating there. That's kind of little weird things. And again, I never actually saw that because of the way they kept the effects. Okay, that might need.
Beastmen don't use money. What's a buy?
I'm gonna be hearing that all game but it's better than Reed. I loved Reed. Generally, she and Hawkeye are my two. But having her constantly talking about how much money you have was.
Out of my way before I break you.
Weak. Could one alone.
Get out of my way before I break you!
One down. One down.
I can't get enough of this power! Watch out! Can't fight properly in this cramped cavern.
Don't look!
Dark vision thanks to my blood. Don't worry.
I'm on the job!
Come on! You're gonna feel this one! Crosscut!
On it.
Too bad!
Stronger than ever.
I wish there were a little bit more way to customize them, like using their last strike. Charlotte fight. Going to max out battle, so I'd love it if they don't want to. Sometimes they do. I can see. Already level 6. Fights. Oh, this is it. Okay, time to get. Maybe. Already have.
Should work.
10 minutes.
Here.
I don't even need.
Should work. Elemental? Monster? Which?
No, this isn't the elemental we're looking for. It's a giant monster. So why do I feel mana power coming off of it?
What? How can a monster have mana power?
Ugh, fight the monster first. Worry later. It's hurt. Time to strike.
Easy beat. Get off even faster when at the end game weapon from Rand's castle. That I. Three levels for a couple of them.
What is that? Heyo!
But this is my biggest complaint of the graphics and the Paris on a lot of characters, especially like other.
And thanks for releasing
also
me
looks
from the
pretty
prison
bad.
of Full Metal Me
But Lumina,
and
by
my
the same
fate?
token, looks like a big
Who
lump
knows what would have
of
happened if you
stuff
hadn't
instead of a
come.
flame. Even in the SNES version,
Very
her
familiar on your
flames,
plight
their
while
flames
fighting.
move around
Telepathy's
quite a
great,
bit.
huh?
So you could tell that it was
Just
supposed to be like a
Barry,
fire.
we
Here it looks like a
elementals
big.
need mana to live. I'll help however
This looks
I
bad.
can
I'm
to make
glad
sure
that you
we
don't
save the
have to
mana
see
of the world.
often.
Lumina,
The other one that
where
looked a bit
is the
funky is
Lightstone?
Triadatine.
It's straight up from here, deep
But
within the
Luna
old
also.
ruins. But you can't exactly get there from here. Oh, no. It's safe, though. For now, at least. It's so unstable. It seems like the Benebodon could be unsealed at any minute. We gotta get the rest
The
of the
dungeon
elementals
where
on board
Light
and open the portal to the sanctuary.
Abaddon is. City, top of the mountain.
Huh? A crack? Here. Wait. Maybe a shortcut.
Okay, now. Take her very much too. Best boost. While using backhand. Ball. Love this. Usually the guide markers are probably my favorite thing. Oh, it's hard to say. Just the rebalancing. Don't have to grow. The class changes. But having that guide is.
What idiot decided to fight in this cave?
Oh, there was no other bone. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess it's only.
We can take this enemy in no time.
Stronger than you think.
Using class strike is the best way.
For lots of money.
Defensive. Enemies with defensive shield. Extremely tough to work. One of the things that added. Need to use power attacks or class strike. Or stuff.
What?
This is probably a better, stronger starting party.
Thanks for taking
Haven't done
down
the game yet. Just having Charlotte.
Saved us some trouble.
And then having characters like Angela.
Stopping us from invading Wendell.
When you can have all of your new
This is
plus
a
stuff.
present.
She
To
can be
show
really
our
good at clearing.
appreciation.
This is a lot of mana and enough recovery for.
Let's get going.
Oh, what do I do?
Now I believe Hawkeye will be the sacrificial. You have Charlotte as your third. Normally you get your third person in jail here and they trick the Beastmen into opening up your cages. Since they can't do that, they usually Duran is.
Oh, the mana tree continues to wither. A hero must be found to take the sword of mana and awaken our goddess.
Angela has the best one, third character.
Then, let us ask the priest of light for guidance.
Help
We
me with
must
that.
not delay any
He says
longer.
she needs to change.
Let's
clothes,
go.
Not like. Then lock him inside when. The fairies all look the same in the original. I do like the fact that.
What do you mean? We're so close. We can do
But this cutscene has always been on the pathetic side. Both
make it to the other realm.
all the fairies are
with my
journeying to
powers.
find the hero. Pull out the sword of mana.
I leave the rest of it
And-
to you. Please, hurry. We cannot continue either. Please go on without us.
Yeah, not heavily adjusted for
Find
SNES
our
era
hero
story.
And save the mana tree.
Your old 8 and 6-bit games. Power. All the text of telling story. Okay. No planning went into berries. It's just started to wither and suddenly we don't have any power. We couldn't have done this over thousands. Could have all been. Sometimes with more leeway to make more writers nowadays. Conveniently thrown us in the jail of Jad.
Wait, where?
Actually saved us a little time of having to come all this way.
Let me out!
Will you keep quiet?
Oh, Angela is going to be the sacrificial lamb, huh? That's interesting.
Tell me.
Thought
Where
it was
is
usually
this?
Hawkeye if you had.
This place is the Jad Stronghold. And I'm Angela. Nice to meet you.
I guess we'll
Looks
get...
like you got caught by the
See?
Beastmen, too. I am fed up with them. I, for one, am not going to hang around here forever. I have an idea, so just sit tight for a moment. I'll get us all out.
Quit your yakking. Keep quiet.
Oh, no! Oh, dear! Please help me, sir! I can't get these laces untied, and I need to change my clothes.
Oh,
Please, come a little closer.
yes, ma'am.
Like all SNES RPG, especially Square RPG, SNES era, incompetent guardsmen don't take away your weapon.
You tricked me.
Please, not my fault you fell for that, loser. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we go? Excuse you, that wasn't an invitation. Head to the docks. There's a boat you can take to leave town. Now, shoot. The Beastmen forces are distracted now that they're attacking Wendell. We can catch that boat before it sets sail. The townsfolk were talking about it. Before you leave, you should really stop at that mana statue to heal your wounds. I have to go, but good luck escaping. Maybe we'll meet again.
Is it great? Yeah, I guess I let you out as well. Come on. Not that we need. If I make it saver. We're fighting Carl.
One down. Stronger than ever. We can do this. One down.
That's what I call power.
Oh yeah, I got it. Oops. Right. No, it's this one right. On the ups. This door is locked. It's open. Chesting. One annoying thing about the, yeah, that'll...
Out of my way.
One down.
Take this.
That's the one. Finish them off yet?
Learning. Getting stronger.
Honey elixir. That's your. That's what I didn't buy enough of. Spare.
Danger is stronger than you think.
Bring him on. I can handle anything.
Take down the enemy.
This is really helping.
Goodness. Cactus. Thoughts in it. Oh. Fun time. Now, there's one chest I'm missing. Maybe I'll find it, like in a house. Ones that are in the houses, show you. I have houses. Whatever. Which I believe, you know. Yep. Status effects, which. None of my characters are probably going to worry about luck very much.
Get aboard, quick! We're setting sail.
Wait! Angela isn't here. Wait, please. Wait for her.
Sorry, we have to cast off now. All aboard!
No, wait! Stop the boat! Ugh. Don't.
That's why I call them sacrificial lamb, because whoever opened for you gets left behind. Oh, was it on the docks there? Yeah, that's right. That's why I could. They're on the docks, but you don't really get. Could have people. Ship doesn't pay. Oh well. Eventually I'll come back.
We've wasted too much time. We have to get to Maya and find the rest of the elementals.
With Charlotte in the party, this little cutscene, like a bit of a wait time, but it would normally be a third party member tells their story. Yeah, they found a company. Remixes of the game are much better, I think, than a remake.
We made land, but where to now?
Why don't you ask around town for ideas?
One of the neat little things
Oh, good idea.
about do here, party members break up in town and they're witness it. It's devastating. Have me fight so many monsters. Acting, no. While she boasts about being so strong when you're in combat. Oh, it's dead. Bon voyage.
Yes, hello? I am Bon Voyage, and you are? Oh, never mind. It hardly matters. You simply must see my invention. Wait for me in the backyard.
Surprisingly small amount of cannon travel. Actually, if
You want to know what this is, right? Right? Just wait.
Naming things.
There's only one easy way to Volsena from Maya, and that's the bridge. It's down the treacherous Golden Road, and it's full of monsters. Hardly an effective
Best
or
thing
safe
about this
travel route.
that he believes that canon travel is a safe alternative to road travel monster.
Behold! With my new deluxe super cannon, you can reach it in one blast! It's the latest model.
Latest
and
model.
Almost done.
Which makes sense. It's world.
What do you think?
Kinda. Can't use it yet, but we have to get. Okay. Possible you might actually be able to skip that until. And so Duran's going to be hanging around. Finding time. Oh, there he is. For Mana Stones. Ah, I'd reckon His Majesty, Hero King of Alcina, knows something. Chest. Oh, it's over here. I am having. Now where are they? I need a lot more experience. Start training.
Lots of wares to browse. Come again. Well, lots of wares to browse.
That's
looks good. Oh, good choice.
Good work.
Come again.
We all escaped Jag, but I heard rumors before we left that the Priest of Light risked his life to put a barrier around Wendell to repel the
Yes,
beast
me.
men.
His accent is Joey Wheeler.
It made His Eminence
worse
fall
than Charlotte's.
so dangerously ill. He collapsed. They say a young priest named Heath is the only one in Wendell who can cure the deadly sickness. But no one knows where he is. This could be bad.
What? No, not Grandpa. This is bad. I have to go back.
No, Charlotte. Can't go back to Jad. We get the Sword of Mana and find Heath. Then we can save your grandpa. Best plan to save everyone.
Grandpa.
Probably get our only glimpse of Little Cactus because of the. All the rest of the tutorials are here. I assume the Little Cactus. Adorable little cactus. Already found all of Little Cactus. Won't be seen. Will be Mr. Not Appearing. Mr. Not Appearing.
I said I wouldn't go back to Volsena until I defeated that Crimson Wizard. Now I gotta go back without even changing my class.
Yeah, at least he is pointing out that little. Yep, here it is. I knew it would be. Hey, I haven't seen a weird cactus thing. Have you? I've been looking all over for it. Say that good things happen when you talk to the cactus, but he's shy. He doesn't stay in one place for long. Hey, you're traveling, right? Keep an eye out for that little cactus. So this was your equivalent of, oh, that was it, huh? Thought there was more where it showed.
Get out of my way before I break you!
I'm stronger than you think!
I am stronger than you. Stop using. Block me.
Good training.
Already. Strangely enough, you sometimes get better stuff from little glows than from than you get from chess. Do about twice as much damage. It's such a power boost. It's so powerful. It always has been. That's consistent. Original game, when I did a melee attack party play, rather than spellcaster, or I used Hawkeye. I know there's no. I used Kevin, Hawkeye, and again, not Duran, because he was actually... Attack power is only a little bit better than... and his attack speed any better. Plus, she had better stats for like... So. Oil. And Hawkeye, who is supposed to be, one of the lesser attacks, yeah, his base attack power is lesser. But with the 2 attacks that he actually is.
Stronger than ever.
Although sometimes the gloves have better, like more loot. Originally translated as just loot. Fan translation. There is Old English word. Money. Specifically, and almost always used, or at least known modernly by King James Version of the Bible. They refer to it as filthy.
Good at this.
Oh, I could have gone.
One down. We are rich.
Lock on being on the yes river, on the left right stick is I don't even know. I almost never.
All of us together.
Can he reach that high? Yes, he can. Some of them don't seem to be able to hit flying enemies. First class.
Defeated many enemies for lots of.
Reese's first class strike is really. It tends to fall off at its damage in the late game, but through the early to mid game, even after your second class change, it's still really good to spam in a lot of fights for breaking through armor quickly and hitting a bunch of enemies out of the air because of how high up it reaches.
Dangerous.
And seems to come out pretty. Wonder if ever meet. Don't have much interaction with the King of Valsina. Most of the places when you interact with their area, they will they'll show up. But since you never interact with Valsina, Magic King names are too.
It's me, rookies! It's over!
Next. We are rich.
Yes, we are. Never be too rich. Golly, no music. How Duran opens chest. If Williams are, I think he just opens them. How Charlotte opens. Next chest I need. Officially not.
Stronger than you think.
Best part about class strikes, of course, is that gives you
Crosscut! That's what I'm really made of.
Who goes there?
A Valsanan soldier! You think you can walk away from us unscathed? Never!
Wait. What are you doing?
Oh, what do you mean?
The scary lady looks angry.
Silence you. You are all enemies of the kingdom.
Hey, bring out those magic devices. We'll trap them on the bridge. Take this.
Huh? I can't wait until I do a playthrough where I don't have... I just love the little changes. One of the things that has always made this game very appealing... Oh, I forgot to use...
These things gonna...
Can I use it now? No.
Attack Valsana? I ain't gonna let these things get past me.
Hard to fight both. Better to fight one, not two.
His power attack is, even at base, power finisher is strong. It just hits. I haven't even been paying much attention to that recently because the just been so strong.
One more enemy to go.
Level 17! Yay! Plus 9,000 experience.
Retreat!
Extra. The cutscene, of course, they get to automatically load it in the middle of the bridge. So it, you know, makes sense to blow up the bridge.
Can't believe we made it.
In the original, they didn't really have
how do we get to
cutscene
Valsana
shifts
now?
much or reloading the... Instead, you know, have cutscene actions. So the last one you kill gets back up after you kill it, staggers to the middle of the bridge, and then can be up. And just one of those little side effects of telling. Pretty amusing. Don't take it very seriously. Really fascinating to look back as an adult, especially, and wow, we teleported.
Gotta find another way to Valsana. Is there water? Port? I can swim.
Yeah, he can. Unfortunately, your companions can't. So. But I like looking back on the various things that they do in order to control the journey.
I see. Well, have no fear. With my hyper
It's one thing that people point out. A lot of arguments people had against Final Fantasy. It was hallway simulated, extremely narrow in what it allows you to do. But as you know, as people who defended it have pointed out, all of these games are generally pretty streamlined. Just give you an illusion of. And sometimes that's more true than. But it is true that they always have, you know, they are on a set rail story. Not a whole lot you can shift out of that. This one's actually one of the more open ones towards the game. When you get to choose where you go for your elemental and later for Benevodon. And again, you know, the name's different. He's not good with or with remembering important stuff in general.
I got so caught up in making this that I plumb forgot about ignition fuel. Nitromite! I need nitromite to fire this up. Think you can grab some for me?
And again, the wonderful mindless quests of RPG, especially Jake.
Get it myself.
Go get it for me, would you please? I kind of not a big fan of the repetitive action stances.
Where are we supposed to
Figures
get
go in, like Charlotte's crying and stuff. They placement basic.
We should ask people.
They had like they're taking too much advantage of wide range of characters. They did a lot more stances. Go to Dwarf Village, secret entrance. Yeah, just before the bridge. That's all I know. But we have to talk to like 2 of the 3 or all 3. Some of them you don't have to. Nitromite. Pretty sure dwarfs use that stuff in the mines to dig tunnels.
Look for
Yeah,
dwarfs
now we
and
don't have to go
split gap.
armor shopping.
Don't worry, I can snip them out.
But Carly / Charlotte's crying motion actually kind of cute. Her 3D, cheap 3D model way.
All done.
Time on weaklings.
I haven't even done most of my training yet because I can't do much. I'd rather go ahead and save the points until like class change. Yeah, bonuses now. Mostly just I got the only one who has any moves to use. Harley with gave her both her hit point heal and her status heal.
And with that, peace has returned.
That's. I am not disliking Charlotte nearly as much. I find her.
This one is so annoying.
Stronger than ever.
Now I'm level 18. I can now class change. I had a mana stone to class. Quite a while before we're going to find one. On the other hand, we'll be close to 38 by the time we reach. How it is done in the font. Problem is with slow speed, she always cuts off her. He's always would cut off her. I think Kevin just did it there too. She always cuts off. Last strike before.
This enemy isn't even a threat.
Kind of surprised they don't have an epic level difficulty. Maybe hard actually does get that hard at the highest level. Once again, shoot. Even though they could just say the docks are coding 1. Yet I really like the little platform. After playing so much Kingdom Hearts by comparison. Really, really. Again. Kind of was a little bit surprised by, but also kind of glad of when you have the opportunity to elementals. They just took those. Instead, they just have a cutscene happen and they help, which kind of makes sense because, quite honestly, they were pretty that way because it's not like you had multiple options. Or, there were only a couple times they were.
One down.
I think this was the silver statue in the.
Is Dwarf Tunnel near here?
I finally get to work out. See this wall here? It's actually an illusion made with reflected
Normally you'd have
light.
to come and talk to the
Go up.
statue, and then it would say, in the original,
You know,
say,
they
what do you
used
want
call
to
this
do?
place Gem
Then you
Valley
suddenly have a
because
ring
of
menu
all
of
the crystals in
spirits.
the rock walls.
It was the same at the
crystals are
waterfall
how
when
the
you had to
dwarves
teleport over.
disguise the
Gave you the
entrance.
option to use.
Here, look.
Had to do that.
This big rock looks
Kind
normal,
of, I think it
but I
was
can
trying to
shine
be
my
a kind
light
of a
to nullify
callback
the
to
illusion.
Secret of Mana.
I
Use
know you want to see,
powers
right?
of various spirits to activate orbs to open your path. But it just, there are so few
Ta-da!
times that it even matters.
Here's what the entrance to Dwarf Tunnel really looks like. Now get in there.
Get in there. Yes, coach. Okay. Time.
We found it! Dwarf Village!
Come on, let's buy some nitromite.
I'll go ahead and buy the nitrobite. It'll probably let us here, like it did. So much money. I was one of those people who, just to see what would happen, I would grind up to get enough money, which was hard because it's like 10 lucre per battle. Get the money to buy the nitromite. Oh dear. This one's not spouting on me. Spouting. Chest. Oh, dwarves probably have good chests. Oh, I haven't yet. Time to finally use all these things. One of the nice things about the New Game Plus that I hated in regular play, time it takes for level up. Interesting. Magic elixir. Elixir. Best stuff. Next MP I do? Oh, that's...
Here!
I was thinking. Still, I do want her to case them. No mana. All the chests. Weapon, armor.
What? All these wares are good picks. This is good quality.
Use this.
All in chain.
Come again.
This is Dwarven Call. Get a load of the edge on this. Oh, good.
Well, watch the shopkeeper. Done got a job to do. The tunnel's a mess further in. Ooh-wee, let me tell you. Well, there's a lot of monsters, so you should buy some items first. I am minding the shop. Well, on that note, welcome! Well, all these would you look good. Would you look at these?
Nice.
Would you
Good work.
come again?
Oh, looking for what, huh? Well, he's right further down the tunnel. Give me a sec. I'll make a path for you. You're welcome!
I don't think they have these in the original, but there are a number of places like this in mine, as we'll see. You can attack to that look exactly just.
Hey, I'm kind of weak for adventures, eh?
Also, he hit that with his pick, and it suddenly. It did that in the original. Okay, now we get to all these under dwarf. Biggest time waste of planting items in the pot was because it actually has the motion of growth. Skip that easily. But then when the pot was leveling up, growth of the bar was so agonizing. Wham, smash through it.
Does more damage.
Good training's really helping.
Normally in the original game, you'd probably only like levels. And it's something they adjusted the game.
This enemy isn't even a threat.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I liked Reese's so much, is that it auto-zoomed in, and she created a big whirlwind that reached to the sky, so she automatically hit flying enemies.
Easy enemy. Stronger than you think. Easy win. Feel strength.
Oh yeah, we can't get through there until
Yeah, I'm what? Who's asking? Oh, you want
But normally at this
nitro
point of the game, either game,
some here.
Jim out. You're lucky if you have 1,000, especially after shopping.
5,000 lucre. Here, take your nitramide.
I can't remember.
Oh, wait, I ain't got time to chat. I'm looking.
No, I
for
don't think he
Gnome,
does. He doesn't
our
refund your money.
patron elemental. There's just been so many dang quakes and rumbles down here. I came to check on Gnome, but he was gone.
It is a waste to get that much
What
money,
a
because he never
mess.
refunds you. Get it for free after quest of.
No time to waste. I'll be deeper in the caves looking for Gnome.
Oh, wait. He's gone.
Your stats increased by 5% in battle. Is that for all party or just for the person
nitramite.
it's fun?
Remember, fuel, not food. Can travel to Valsena now. Let's go.
Hey everyone,
I'm glad of this too.
Let's catch up to Watts and figure this out before we go to Valsena. I have a bad feeling that I just can't shake.
Yeah, theoretically, all we needed was the nitramite. Yes, if Gnome is missing, we want Gnome.
Stay focused. That's how it's done.
Having heard to Twinkle Rain is.
Wasting time on weaklings. I can't get enough of this power.
You have to do a little platforming to get the chest, but it's pretty easy. I very much appreciate it. My first experience with platforming in a 3D environment was Kingdom Hearts, which is what made me hate the original. because your control in that game is awful until you unlock all of your moves. And of course, they greatly improved in Kingdom Hearts 2, but so many other people thought like I did and complained so much they took it out of Kingdom Hearts, made the really hardcore action. Watch a lot of. They complained about it being removed because the movement is something better in Kingdom Hearts. Problem. And that's the difference. It's actually a wonderful to see master classes comparatively compare a game like this where there's a little bit you have to do, but it's pretty easy. Idiot like it versus how hard they made it in the trying to get the Holly still have nightmares trying to get that last puzzle. That one does have a chance. I'm gonna go. Already level.
Watch out!
Stronger than you think. My true power.
Seriously, would you guys use your class strikes? Have any idea how useful that would be?
Easy pickings.
He does reach up that high, but he doesn't they have to be directly in front of him.
Take down the enemy that you think.
Or in some way in the area of effect where
Got you. Beastmen don't use money.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
armored enemies is why I like having last strikes. They really Seven. Hey, we're ready.
Should work. Here.
Till nighttime. When do we go so fast?
Where'd this hole come from? Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Ah! Did you hear that? I ain't gonna stick around. Later!
It's like a pangolin.
What? Huge hole disappeared! Hey! Not food! Can't eat us! Go home! Stronger than you think!
Hey, watch it!
Much for that. actually is worth it to, even in a new game, grind up the money to get it, since it gives you a chain ability.
Everyone doing all right? Woo! So that's the legendary subterranean monster Jewel Eater. Well, I'll be. Oh, the tunnel entrance you know as Stone Split Gap, we call Gem Valley. They say that Jewel Eater only surfaces in the valley once every 1,000 years. Oh, you all are lucky.
Yeah, we were very lucky.
The first gnome goes missing, and now Jewel Eater appears. What in tarnation is going on?
Well, my ears done started burning.
Gnome! You're all right.
Definitely prefer the Scottish accent
Well, of course I'm
to the,
all right. See?
I don't know, what do you call
There I
this?
was, just
Rancher
taking it out,
accent?
minding my own business, when Jewel Eater done come out of nowhere and dug a burrow straight through my
I
bed.
hesitate to say redneck. That almost.
If I hadn't woken up, I'd have been that monster's lunch. Whew.
Ooh, that ain't nothing to laugh about.
Gnome? We need your help.
Oh, if it ain't Fairy! Been too long, sister!
With the power of the elementals, we can open the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana. Please?
Well... I ain't one to turn down a request from an upstanding lady like yourself. Leave it to me, miss.
Well, I'll be. You guys are friends with the great and powerful.
Great and powerful.
Here, I'll send you right back to the entrance to Dwarf Tunnel with this magic rope. You all take care now. Oh, give my regards to Gnome.
Yeah, sure. Alright, time to head back to Bon Voyage.
One down.
Dull shot. Let it fight.
Rich!
Yeah, I need to switch to...
We got the fuel. So, let's head back to Bon Voyage's place. Those Altana mages better watch their backs.
Stronger than you think!
I really like the fact that most attacks have an AoE rather than automatically hitting. Because these Chobins in the original were such a huge pain because they would throw their darts and automatically like half your health and damage. Goblins abuse.
This'll be faster if we fight together. Next.
Oh, I was targeted on. Auto-targeting, one of the reasons I actually don't lock on very much as well is that it's a little bit harder to... All of your attacks automatically turn toward the enemy no matter how far away they are, which is a little bit frustrating when I'm trying to run over and hit a pot to recharge in the fight.
All right, clear away. Leave it to me.
If you don't have a character targeted and you use a class strike, it tends to auto-target towards the nearest enemy, which is very helpful, or wherever you're.
Out of my way before I break you. Take this. You must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
% bonus from cure is an inner, not actually super strong, especially even endgame. Difference in power between endgame and not all that huge. I mean, if it's a big enough bonus at low level that at endgame 4 or 5 times, most of your strength is actually less than. Actually from your level in your stats, your strength, not from...
Who are you people?
Brought nitromite. You forgot?
Oh, right. I didn't forget. I just couldn't remember. So, what's that nitromite for again?
It's this version, they actually pull out their weapons.
I remember now.
To encourage his memory along.
Right? Excellent! Excellent! Head to the backyard, and I'll meet you there.
Very glad we don't have to deal with Bon Voyage.
Isn't she a beauty? This is the revolutionary, ultra-fabulous turbo cannon number 2!
Never happened in number 1. That's check. What I...
Targeting.
Maybe I'm afraid
check.
to know.
Locked onto Volsena. Ready?
I usually... drags on a little. They put in the sound effect, but it was so much faster in SNES. You heard the rise, and then it starts to fall. Literally, your character shows them going up and then going down in the wonderful Mode 7 of the... Went pretty quick and looked... That's sort of canon, or I should say, from would actually land and then fall over, back up.
Now we gotta get across this hole-ridden field?
Strange area. We have to cross?
There's no other way to get to Volsena.
Colin, 23.
There's no other way to get...
No help for it. Let's press on. Maybe there's food? There's something to eat on the trail?
Four. Hey. One hurtful thing is that I can't class change until we get to when the get the wind crystal. Which have a lot of... That's the next spirit we're going to get. But there's a lot of little...
Lots of money.
Getting to Volsena, talking to the king, getting shot back to Maya, going to merchants. Knight.
Stronger than you think.
Time of weakness. Barely broke a sweat.
What if that's a special dungeon? I don't remember going back to that again.
Learning, getting stronger. Stronger than you think.
This enemy isn't even Such power! What can I say? I'm a natural.
Prepared?
Watch out! Aw, we're just getting started.
My turn.
I don't think there were any underground tunnel areas. Just go into one hole and pop out in it.
Is this weakling stupid too?
Hurry. Smooth.
I love how they have to pause their dialogue. Whoever is talking. Wait, let me freeze you in the middle of your sentence. Just okay. Yeah.
Don't hold back!
One down, one down.
That's what I call power.
Is this weakling
Stronger than
stupid
you think.
too?
Not lose. Ever.
Don't hold back just because the enemy
One down.
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving. I can win this with. Well,
Next.
we're stronger.
Stronger than you think.
Fight together.
Almost feels like they've made a daytime Kevin even,
Beastmen don't use money.
which isn't a huge deal.
What's
I can start using.
This round.
I can even now. I have more than wanted to win. The knights. A lot more. But one of the rebalancing
Good at this.
done is
Wasting time on weaklings.
probably was that was what made him so unbelievably powerful and ultimate in original. Did
Triumph.
a little bit less damage than Ran with each attack during daytime. So when night hit, absolutely unbelievable cheat character. Now they balanced him a little bit, I suppose. So he's still probably the knight. Ran is definitely been biggest powerhouse. Knight Kevin. I have other reasons. Wolf person named Ran must be a person.
Take down the enemy. One down.
Ran, under like the wolf.
Good training.
Fight together. Take this.
Come on. On it. I'm on the.
Come on.
On it. I'm on the job.
Okay, that's an interesting way.
Come on.
I've got this.
Cross cut. Next.
Maybe it's just because of hard mode. Or he's so much more powerful at night. Maybe he is still similar to Japan. Time.
Let's take it out.
Beastmen don't use money. What's a buy?
This will be over quick.
Kevin's money lines are definitely.
Let's take it out.
I really did. But he's. Rabbi.
What's wrong? This enemy isn't even a one down.
Hiltz runs for the original game. I think he's lucky
What can I say?
to get 26 by the end of the game.
My turn.
Rabbits. That's a. Oh, okay. Ambush. Whatever. I was gonna be
for lots of money.
my way past them.
Weak enemies. Stay focused. Retreat.
This one is so annoying.
Defeated many enemies for lots of money.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
They were whipped. Usually the AI is actually.
Many enemies for lots of money.
And we would have found little cactus. I'm finding little cactus one.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
That's the spirit.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
One down.
Big final enemies are probably going to go hard even. I really wonder why there isn't this much power in it. Plus, I'm surprised there isn't a super elite difficulty because
One down.
I played my first playthrough on standard the entire time and didn't have almost trouble with it. Got to the extra game. Had to do the Soul Angela.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
We are rich.
All this extra experience. Oh, I missed it. Aaron, that one you can't get. You can only reach that side of the multiplying one. Progression things. And
Just give me 1 second.
the first couple of Final Fantasies are kind of interesting in that regard because you had areas of the map you can get low.
Can't get enough of this power.
wandered it, but find some horrible high level. After that, Square worked hard to make sure such things as possible and wanted you to have an enemy fight because I'm a power level. I wasn't, and not so much anymore. I played Final Fantasies. Tell me I can't kill the Midgar Zolom? I object. I will grind until I kill them. I was rewarded by getting the beta skill.
What happened?
The rest of the game was pretty easy.
Hang on.
Head of the level.
Altena mages attacked. His Majesty is in danger.
What?
The party finally made it to the kingdom of Alcena, only to find it in shambles from the attacking Altanish forces.
Well done. Release the magical creatures into the castle and fall back for now.
Yes, sir!
Because for whatever reason, they don't want regular Altanish soldier enemies.
Oh no! Gotta get to the king!
The Crimson Wizard is tearing this kingdom to pieces!
Giant.
Weak enemies! Stay focused! Crosscut! As many enemies for lots of money.
Get out of my way before I break you!
Poor Black.
I'm getting good at
Feel sorry for Vivi.
this one. Is so
one down.
Too easy.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
Defeated many enemies for lots of money. Dangerous, stronger than you think.
I go that direction. Locked on.
And with that, peace has returned.
Oh, peace is what she was. I thought she was doing heat. Friend that she actually was imagining. Oh, she's childish. Yeah, that was.
Full fry or not, the hit can still hurt.
Despite the one of the reasons I wanted to do. They look it, but non-interactable.
This'll be overstretched.
Will not lose, ever!
We meet Duran in Old Bear Foothill. It's not in the party.
This one is so annoying.
Crosscut. Still alive.
I'm getting good at this.
Find him here. Like, I'll take care of the stragglers. Go protect His Majesty. Because you're totally really out of character for him, but they had to make allowances for the main character. Optional.
Behold, even the Hero King is powerless when paralyzed by
I
magic.
think anyone paralyzed by magic is powerless.
You must be the
maybe that's
Crimson
just-
Wizard of Altena. Tell me, why would Valda, the true queen, mount this cowardly attack?
Yeah, Valda the
She seeks to
I was
control
wondering
the
about
Mana
when
Stones
my
and
last
thought
play,
it best to destroy
which I have
Valsena
thought about before.
retaliation.
Angela doesn't
Her
seem to have a
Majesty's not
father. We know her
troubled by
mother is Queen, but
past
never talk about who her
alliances.
father is. Almost in
A pity.
That is all you wish
possibility.
to ask?
Somehow, King of Altena himself.
Take this!
Altena.
Stop!
King of Altena might be father.
You again. This interference will not be forgotten. Until the next time.
Wait! No! Not again. Stay here and fight, you coward! You won't get away, Crimson Wizard. Not again. Your Majesty! You're safe.
Duran? Have you returned?
Thank you, logging up.
Oh.
Your Majesty. We are searching for the elementals that reside near the Mana Stones of the world. Please, tell us where to find this Kingdom Stone.
Fairy. I see. Then you are all traveling under Fairy's guidance. I have met one of your kind when I stood against the Dragon Lord. In truth,
Ren and Angela definitely have the
I
best
was
story
chosen by that fairy.
character
What?
because of the
Sadly, that fairy was cut
The others
down
seem to
at
come
the hands
out
of
of
the Dragon
entirely-
Lord. I was spared.
Crimson Wizard.
If fairies have come to our realm again,
and magic.
This bodes ill for the world. Eight
Took
Mana
over
Stones exist
Dark
in the
Shine.
world. The powers of earth, water, fire, wind, light, darkness, the moon,
But
and wood
Ormond, the Death
originate
Jester.
from these stones.
Oh, he's gonna
You
call
will
him the
find
Death.
the elemental spirits of each stone living nearby.
Dark Lich Lord.
We have already located
Really
the
have
elementals of light and earth. Lumina and Moon.
backstory. Main villain in Hawkeye's
How you doing?
where he came from, or
6 remain. You must travel to Paloport by boat from Byzer. From there, you can reach Laurent's Mana Stone.
Belladonna.
It is the Wind Stone.
Bully of
Thank
the
you,
Underworld.
Your Majesty. We will find
actually
the
revealed-
stones.
You
boss.
need Sylphid's
Final
powers
boss.
in order to find the remaining stones. Return once you have found him.
Volia under.
Safe travels to you all.
Kind of that. They never explain exactly where. How she learned. She doesn't look like she originally. The other one. Apparently. Showed someone in the courtyard so they set up a new cannon. Makes sense we'd have the castle defenses, but with all. But think of it, I think the cannon mechanic said something about blasting all the way to Maya. Almost like he was talking about shooting people out of that thing instead of cannonballs. Ha ha! Wouldn't that be something? Indeed. Now we need to talk to Bonjour.
Bon Voyage? Oh, you mean my older brother. I'm Bonjour. I know you want to get back to Maya, but
the fan translation translated them all as Bon Voyage, Bonjour, Bonsoir. Then their cousin Mercy. But for this one, they decided to swap the B and the V in Bon Voyage and just Bons. Yeah, it's extreme. As I speak French. Of course, it does make sense, though. They would, and translator especially would naturally intended him Japanese swapping it around because there's early. It's one of those things. Japanese. Okay. Chess. Wonder where Duran is hanging out in his own hometown because he refuses to go home until he has the Crimson. That's his thing. Last one over. Library where the magical book. Don't think this place has better equipment. Apparently they're powerful beasts. Manistone. That's what it said in the book. What would happen if they... I don't know why that's part. Seem to be in a hurry, yet you're wandering around aimlessly. Not a cannon? I idling away time while you... I suggest you spend time talking to folks around town. You never... You may be. While I was taking my time on a stroll, I came across a cactus. Not just a cactus. On its own, it was quite a talk. Hear me, I prattled on now, haven't I? A lot of cleverly disguised use. Ah, there's Charlotte. What do you have to say? So it's been outside of town. A cold and we mouse. Knows why they spin. It's a mystery. My window. Ah, hiding over. That's my home. Sort of promise I wouldn't be back until I... One of the more... I wonder... I need to do an Angela Duran play. Because, at one point, they, if you have Angela in your party and Duran in your party and you try to enter his home, he says that line about, no, we can't enter. as I promised it would tell happened.
Sorry, not in here. Anywhere but here. This is my house. When I left for Wendell, I promised I wouldn't come back home until I defeated the Crimson Wizard. So...
Explaining it all. I didn't think I'd do this outside of the party.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, I definitely need to do it with Angela in the party as well now, because in the original, she worked him with a line about wanting his dirty magazine. People's lives are 99% destiny. The rest of you are always shaped by your will. It's up to you. And a 1% hope. What's that face for, huh? Why not get a reading from the fortune tale? Aw. Nothing is coming to me. That's never happened. All I see is a fairy creature fluttering around. Yes, a fairy like that. Eek, oh my, are you a real fairy? Find the future by a fairy. Nothing wrong with your gift. Oh, is it lagging again? Yeah, it does that. Gave me a cold sweat. I think I should rest for the or on your way out. That gives you a chain ability. I have to do this. Sometimes I can go like a 5-hour stream. The webcam will be fine. And then every once in a while it, like every 30 minutes, bugs out. This is about every couple hours. Next series. Claws are good, although I can buy. Plus I don't.
Welcome.
Sabers. Elf. Disappointed with the pretty minor over. Kind of to be expected. They showed their shoes on the ground. Yeah, doubles.
Should work.
Hahaha. Could be interesting if they add something. I was supposed to look into this. To Laurent, I highly recommend stopping by the night market. Is on your way. Help you on your travels. Rare items are sold at the night market you can't buy anywhere else. Look, right? I'm a baser myself, so I'd love to recommend. I don't think anyone ever says it in a cutscene. That's some sort of cannon in the courtyard of the castle, but it's full. Best mode of transportation. Use it all the time in Anna, but I think we only end up using it or in after the Trials of Man. I didn't know what again, Evermore. Here's a game that needs. That would actually probably be fun to read. That was a cheap little American made Anna image. Officially licensed by.
I'm Von Jour, younger brother of Von Voyage, and he told me all about you.
He actually remembered enough to tell him all about us?
To help out with your little adventures. Hop in! I'll send you back to my brother's place in Maya. Oh, no, don't worry. I'm a much better shot than he is.
Surprisingly, he is a much.
Ready?
I wonder if the rabbit is supposed to be chasing the boo. It doesn't really look much. It looks long, but I love loading images. Just like when I do Chronicles of Caliber, the fencing battles. Got my 20. Super important. I wonder if they changed the way things are going to go in the game, or what? Because if you talk to Von Voyage again, he said, "Oh, my brother's cannon sent you back. Excellent. Now I'm going to send these cannons to all the people I know, and we'll have cannon travel around the world," which is, again, how it worked in Mana. But again, there's only one other point in the game where we'll actually use cannon travel. Because before we get a chance to, we're going to be taking boats for a bit, because that's a lot more reasonable way to travel between continents. And then after that, of course, we get our very unreasonable mode of water transport. Giant turtle with goggles.
You are very good with swords. Good enough to protect kings.
You're not so bad yourself, Kevin. It'd be fun to cross swords or whatever with you sometime.
First, we get the mana sword. Then,
yep.
Yes.
If you knuckleheads want to go at it, knock yourselves out. As long as you're having fun.
Yeah, this was, the original game was one of my favorites, casually 20 years ago.
So weak. Could have won alone.
I loved Seiken. Okay, now known as Trials of Mana. A lot of fun. I really enjoy the multiple character aspect of being able to replay the game, and it's mostly the same, but just little bits. I am infinitely entertained by just the little bits of differences in the game from giving different reactions. And in that way, this one improves on it with the extra dialogues you get from the day and stuff. So I was super hyped for the remake. Never cared much for the Final Fantasy VII remake. I watched some other people play it. It looks like it was good, but it's just not my style of thing out. I don't like what they did compared to the original. But this remake, I was super hyped for ever since it was announced. I think it was just last year. Compared to the Final Fantasy VII remake that I'm waiting for 5 years. It's a really fun little action art. Yeah, same here. That's kind of how it is. Mayor bit, yeah, the mayor was a chain. I watched BizKit0347's play through most of it. So I saw most of it and saw how it worked. I really kind of appreciate it in enhancing a lot of ways. But as a final, this is an action RPG just like that. But I'm much more okay with this action RPG, the regular Final Fantasy one, because I grew up with turn-based Final Fantasy.
Let's go to the docks.
It just doesn't feel right that the Final Fantasy action RPG. Otherwise, the gameplay they did look just not my style for it, especially for spending those 40 plus hours and only getting a fraction of this, having to wait a few minutes. Normally these chests aren't visible. Bonuses I got from finding all the little cactuses. As I say, it's the one sad thing of broadcasting my New Game Plus. Already beaten. I get to keep 99% of the stuff I did. Like, the only reason my characters are as low level as they are is because I didn't use them in the... If I'd used the same 3 characters, I'd be in the 80s, 90s by now. By looking. Oh, I need to... Now I'm going to be doing this constantly. The mayor. Yeah. Find random people in an office. The mayor. What? Mayor. Slick. We don't need to watch this dance yet, but it gave us a chain ability to on our character.
We're the Aurora
We're gonna go ahead and do it.
Famed entertainers.
Yeah,
of the night
I made that
market.
comment about their hair as well. Wait till you start seeing. Just tuned in recently. You haven't seen Kevin change into his yet. Wait till he turns into Super Saiyan Wolf. I say these definitely aren't the very, very best modern graphics for especially for a brand new game, but it is adapted from a Super Nintendo game. They literally just took all the assets, well, not the actual assets, but the artwork from the Super Nintendo game, and then put them in a 3D environment. So they're very cartoony, extremely stiff hair, which is okay for the most part. I don't mind that much, but there is a slight issue with the fact some of the things look extremely stiff in the hairstyle. Some of the characters aren't quite right, especially the elemental. This guy is only important to the party because he's a slaver who sold. Oh, what was I doing here? I'm going shopping as well. Watching that dance gives you another ability. I already have it because I'm a new. Aren't the one.
Come again.
I was gonna. Okay, drink. Hit max those. That cost me. I could buy a lot more of these, but I ought to buy the buff item. I mean, I have this. Might as well spend it on. I'm probably not even gonna remember to grab them anyway.
Come again.
The Hagen's probably the last one I. Oh, Boulette skin.
Come again. Come again.
Yeah. I hope that we get more and more of those. There are a lot of good games that either didn't get a localization like this one, or ones that had horrible one like you're talking about, like Enchanted Arm, that could really that kind of. Now we have to look. I also need to find Duran and Sharp. Now they don't have anybody to talk to there. Nobody they want. Oh, it's up there. That. Things like this are a huge bonus. Hello. Look, there on the horizon. I saw something. I bet it was a ghost ship. I heard some skippers talking about it. Oh, I wish I could ride on a ghost ship. It's always been my dream. Sorry, I'm Matello, and as you can see, I'm obsessed with the supernatural. I really hope the ship's haunted. Hee hee hee.
Carl, a ghost? I don't know, but gonna bring it back, no matter what.
But these directional things are new to the remake. Daisy here, I'm on the tourism board. You're a merchant town. You don't look like you're from around here. It's your first time. Make sure our famous night market is one of a kind. Buy rare items for sale, and don't forget to watch the Aurora Sisters' captivating sideshow. You won't regret it. Oh, before I forget, the night market is open at night. Enjoy. Yeah, that sounds interesting. This item called the Minor Mount. Merchant Guild that runs the night market hasn't gotten. Okay, now we can leave. Very nice that the remake added all of these little navigational thing lets you know who to talk to, because there are many points in the game where it didn't. It had to just talk to everybody.
Coming aboard?
Yeah, that's one of the things I've made mention of. The body hair in general, any of the body hair especially. Regular hair looks kind of weird being stiff as it is and looking like Dragon Ball style hairs. But, you know, it works for a cartoon, not so much for a 3D.
What is it like?
But the body hair especially looks really, really bad on these sprites. Cool that you can look around the ship or whatever. It actually, I think it'll sail forever if you hit X. You don't have either of the characters who care about this area or this part of it. There's a lot of drama when my first game when I had both Hawkeye and Reed.
Harlow Port is now a territory under the control of the Navarro Nation. Move along.
And our guys are just, huh? Okay.
Hollow is in a terrible state. We should ask her around town and find out more. There could be a lead on one of the Mana Stones after all.
Buffington down, probably thanks to the achieving. Aha! Now we run into Reese because she has a party. We have to
survivors in the mountains
know something about it.
Meadow.
Hmm? Sorry for the wait. May I help you?
Reese is in your party, you talk to her. And you hear? Navarro managed to infiltrate Citadel Laurent. And because Hawkeye isn't in the party, we have no reaction to that person. Though is a friend of Hawkeye. No, it isn't. At first. I also need to find Duran. Probably by the weapon shop. He likes to hang around. Adding the 3D nature of this jumping, they did a very. Been a bit since we checked the shop. I ought to see it.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
This is good quality.
Oh, good choice. Oh, good choice.
Use this.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh, exciting.
Come again.
Angela is still the best person for shopping. She comments very loudly on how much she loves shopping when.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
Looks good.
Oh, I got a drop of one.
Good work.
Enemies do drop weapons, and oftentimes I totally they have. It doesn't help that TV I have here doesn't integrate well with my PlayStation. It cuts off the edges. You see everything. Normally you'd sell weapons. Duran height. Calling both Duran and Duran. It's really pointless that I look around for my characters today, but that's one of the Oh, he's way over there. There's Navarro agents standing around. Because they've been zombified. Okay, this is the other. Dust Hall. That's that cave up near Heaven's Wind. Up there. I'm a giant wind statue blocking the entrance. I got curious and went to myself. You can always see for. Take my word for it. Don't really need it. At daytime, it is. Gonna fix that. I always want it to be nighttime because Kevin turned literal beast. Oh, I almost. Kick the chest open. I was hoping to get my class chain. Rolante was how the hands trained. L's and R's, of course, the hardest thing. Japanese, since they don't have an L or an R sound, is right in between. Yeah, I have it. First time you go.
Sounds fishy. We should go to that meadow.
Fine. Mountain climbing isn't my forte. But let's go.
Next.
You're close to changing.
Ever. Defeated many enemies for lots of money.
Guy's gonna have guards. Super Saiyan Wolfman Kevin.
Take this! Bring him on. I can handle anything.
Is indeed.
One down. One down.
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving.
Keep one down.
I'm really surprised they didn't add any kind of Beastman malevolent Kevin's voice line. Just sounds like it would be.
Don't hold back just because the enemy is weak.
One down. Run! Defeated many enemies for lots of money.
Yes, indeed.
What? Some Nosa flowers.
Yep. Kind of surprising that Akira Toriyama was not the character designer for this game, but I think that he did influence the character designer for the couple of Mana series. I think that's what they call Final. And it's even more pronounced here. Hair becomes so wedged.
Huh? Where am I?
Oh, I
I see you are awake. This is the Laurent secret base. We Amazons have been gathering our remaining forces since the thieves of Navarro attacked the Citadel.
Japanese culture, 40 years.
My name is
Video
Reese,
game, manga,
Princess
anime.
of the Kingdom of Laurent. After Navarro attacked the Citadel, I assumed I alone survived. While searching for my kidnapped brother Elliot, I received word of this hidden base and returned.
Windstone. Do you know it?
Oh, the Windstone? I believe it is located in Gust Hall, a cave in the Westerly Mountains. You may find your path blocked by the wind statues there, however. We could have controlled the wind for you from Citadel Laurent, but with the invasion...
Then we'll help. We can take back your Citadel.
No, I could not possibly accept. This is our fight. Once you are fully rested, you are free to leave.
And your ship. Sometime I probably need to play the Mass Effect game. I've never actually heard somebody. Laurent is known to be impregnable. It's surrounded by crags and harsh winds to protect it. Taking it will not be an easy. I do not know if we will succeed. Oh. Look at the Amazon guards here. Not one of them is up. That's what I liked. Problem with 2D maps and environment. Sometimes figuring out what level certain. I say I've never played the Mass Effect games, but I've seen enough of them and heard enough of them. That I do recognize. I'd see someone talking about Commander Shepard, and I know they're talking about Mass Effect. I really like how they did that. Captured an agent in the meadow. He's behaving oddly. I do not know how the Navarlans managed to take go in this. Because they're being mind controlled. Stone. Yeah. If they ever did, I think I'd pick it up. A tactical meeting starting our next move. That room there.
Your Highness, I am so pleased to see you well.
This guy is obviously not.
Please, do not strain yourself.
I am fine, child.
How can we take the Citadel from the thieves who have it overrun? A frontal attack would easily be rebuffed by Navarro. Is there any way?
Forgive me, I am a
He
mere
looks it, doesn't he?
caretaker.
Except he has no
I never
eyes. His
learned
eyebrows have
tactics or
powered them.
strategies of war.
Of course, you couldn't see Master Roshi's eyes either,
We should
but
consult
that's
with
because
the
he wore
sage
glasses. He took the
Dom
glasses off, you
Perry.
could, and he became
He may
Jackie
have
Chun.
wisdom to impart upon us.
Dom Perry?
Yes! Back when the world was waging war on the Dragon Lord and his unstoppable forces, Dom Perry advised the Hero King on strategy, which led Valsena to victory.
Where can we find this tactician?
He is difficult to locate. Dom Perry is Koropoker. They are small, reclusive beings that dwell in Rabbite Forest, south of Jad.
Then we must go and find him.
Please wait! The Koropoker do not like larger folk such as us.
you may not be able to meet with him at all. Finally, you have returned, and with you, our hope. You cannot leave us to travel again so soon. Your Highness, please stay with your people.
We can help. Find the sage. Leave it to us. Reese can stay.
You would take this mission? Thank you. It would be such a help.
Oh, there you go.
So,
that'd be pretty.
What do we do?
Yep. Yeah, he
Count
has the
Harry may not
Toriyama
agree to
straight
meet with
hair.
you in your current forms. You must appear.
Didn't they
less
give him
human
like a
and
Trunks
more
outfit though, or something? Or was it just in Dragon Quest XI? I think he has in Dragon Quest XI. Has some sort of historical Toriyama character.
Rumor has it that the item
Like Trunks.
is in Baizer. With it, you could possibly pass for Korra Pokers.
Okay, so now we have to go back to Bezel for that. Fortunately, we get more canon. This is our last canon traveling. Oh, shrubs. Careful on these mountain paths. Even I'm getting dizzy up here. There are a few Toriyama detractors out there, and one of the things they say is that exactly the point that Toriyama's characters all look the same. He has like only 5 or 6 different variations, which is kind of true while also not being correct because changes hairstyle on certain characters much. They have several types, but it is true that he does have a couple of archetypes that quite frequently, and that straight hair on older Trunks on Android 17. First voice in the game on this. Thank goodness. Yeah, a lot of aliens have those weird head nodule. Might be. Probably.
Huh? Von Voyage's canon.
Oh, you know my cousin? The name's Merci.
Any demon-like character is going to look kind of like Piccolo.
Will this reach
Baizer?
Baizer?
Give it the truth.
But of course. Are you ready?
Might just get to class straight. I think I'll go ahead and getting close. Helps good. What? Oh, yeah. That's
Where can the miner
pretty
relic
ironic.
be? It's already dark outside. Shall we check out the night market?
Oh, welcome. Looking for something.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happens. When I was a little kid, I designed a dwarven warrior character, Karan. I changed that pronunciation back and forth, but it was spelled exactly like a dwarf character called Karan.
Well, enjoy your doodads. I think I'll go take a nap.
Spirited, wow. I don't remember seeing her. That character has a little bit of a backstory in the original that for some reason I haven't run into her each time I've done the
Forest and find the Koraboker village.
Coming aboard?
That old lady has wanted to sell this mallet for quite a long time, and if you're wandering around during daytime in the original, she's hanging around outside the night market complaining that she can never stay up late enough for night to fall. She always falls asleep. So she can't go in to sell her priceless heirloom. So then when you need the mallet and you come back for it here, you find that she's at the shop. She's so bored of trying to sell it, nobody's coming to buy it, so she just gives it.
Now we can be Korapokers.
I'm gonna blow you all away with my acting abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about everything but Xbox One. On PC as well, of course, like a lot of things. Android 18. Oh, I can grab that chip. Oh wow, I am maxed on guarded. Bad man. Those might have 30. Not that I need it. Slightly misconvenience to make 38 about the time I'm in. Nice. I can do second class. Oh, these guys are level 4.
Good train. Here. One down. One down.
A triumph. Don't worry. I've got this.
We don't find enemies.
What with the lips?
Now.
Stay focused.
Thank you.
All of us to next. Not you.
Next.
And with that, peace has returned.
Jump Force is kind of like oh, it's got all this. Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but they didn't do quite enough. Yeah, oh yeah.
That's why or not. It can still hurt. I could have beaten them all on my own.
Weakling stick.
I feel stronger.
Hey, you see that?
Yikes. Belty, I hope you don't come down with it. We don't come down with anything. Especially no. Oh. Not the dreaded. Crazy to living in probably the worst epidemic type situation. Black plague. Yeah.
Really make us tiny?
Yeah, and they make this just a cutscene. Kind of makes me a bit sad. In the original game, this hammer could be used to both to reverse and to activate the mini status. So you had to use an item here to access, but now they make it just this one use. Pretty sad because you could actually abuse it if you got any kind of status effect. You make yourself tiny and then make yourself big again, and yeah, that's the probably stay healthy. Yeah. I'm extremely fair-skinned, so I'm white regardless. I don't, the only color I change when I go outside is red.
You three do
sunburn.
not look familiar.
Been that way my entire life.
We're
But
new.
I've been an indoor kind of
Just
lifestyle largely.
Nice to meet you.
Is it just me?
I used to have
or
red
does something about you smell human?
Must be the human I hitched a ride on. Got some stink on me.
It is hard to avoid those simple, stinky humans.
Yeah. Do you know where we can find Dom Perry, the sage?
How about you look for the fellow yourself?
Ask villagers about Dom Perry, I think.
Careful you don't reveal that you're actually big folk.
Hey. Goody, I don't need. There's Ron. I'm this size. This place looks. How are we gonna find Dom Perry? Yep. Dom Perry is probably out and about making mischief. Oh, is that one of the? Yeah, 2 treasure boxes. This is one. A silver item seed. That could be. Cookie or Yep. Many different playthroughs, many different characters. I'm walking outside a moment ago. This one. And besides that, I keep talking about class changes. If you haven't played the game before, class changes. Each character changes a class to light and dark, and then after you can do that at level 18, find a mana stone, which you find the first one shortly after the. Not quite gonna read dinner. But then when you make 38, you collect these items that come from the question mark seed. And then you get to choose either light or light dark, or dark light or dark depending on which one. Choose dark, you can then choose between dark light and dark. So you have a total of 4 different end classes. In post game, there's a 4th class you can class 4. Essentially. Well, except that its main abilities dictated whenever you chose. So, yeah, having the different classes and party mix-ups, there's so much huge variety you can. And Perry is usually taking a walk around right now. Some of them are still basic, like Angela, who broke us out of prison, is a mage and so gets all the attack spells. Charlotte in my party here is your cleric, so she has all the healing spells. If we humongous book. But some, like reeds, are heavily affected by the class change. Make her light side, she buffs the... If you make her dark side, she debuffs the enemies instead. Lots of little changes you can party setup in addition to just story beings by every character. There are 3 different main enemies. There are 3 different end games that
Dom Perry isn't here.
Kevin and Charlotte have one final enemy.
I am he.
Looks like.
What? But I asked if you knew where he was.
When you asked, I was taking a turn.
Duran and
around
Angela
the
have a
village.
second boss
I
that
did not know where
end boss
I
that
would
they're
be
the main
at any
character.
one moment.
And Hawkeye and Reed. Well, there are at minimum 3 different major changes. Most of the rest of the changes are pretty small, just based on dialogue and stuff, but in both gameplay and in story, yeah, there's, especially considering this was originally a Super Nintendo game, there's a lot of... That's why I played it so...
We came for advice, Dom Perry. Well, there's a rumor that mice invaded a Koropoker homestead near the kingdom of Laurent. We figured other Koropokers might know how to help them get their village back. Any ideas?
Oh, my! That is dreadful. Laurent, you say? Oh, I have an idea. First, you must locate the wind elemental, Sylphid.
The wind statue blocks the way. Even if we want to find Sylphid.
Ah, is that so? Wind is an ever-changing element. But as the world's mana power ebbs, there may be those who have found a way to twist Sylphid's powers for ill. What? The wind is restless. Something may have befallen the statue. Regardless, listen well to what I have to say. From one of the mountain paths in Laurent is the entrance to Gust Hall, a dangerous wind labyrinth. You can traverse the hall by changing the directions of the wind statues to create a path. The rest is up to you.
These winds are a little bit easier to get around.
The Windstone can be found deep within. There, you may also find Sylphid. Sylphid can spread the sleep spores from the Somnosa Meadow throughout Citadel Laurent to incapacitate the Navarral agents.
Good laugh on this.
You knew. We weren't Koropoker.
It was obvious. If you were Koropoker, you would have known that this is the only settlement of our kind in the whole world. Besides, I can tell that you have a fairy within you. We, Koropoker, can see that you are her chosen one with a single glance.
Yeah, it does have a bit of...
I am not fond of humans myself, but I know that if Fairy is here, the world is in dire peril. We cannot turn a blind eye. Pardon my teasing from earlier. I just cannot help myself.
That's really great when the foremost knowledgeable sage and strategist in the world also happens an absolutely corrigible practical joker. On the boat and head for Palo. They'll go ahead and save and put it up for Palo. Like pretty good. Progression on the New Game Plus for 4 hours, making it.
Dom Perry gave us a good lead. Are You ready to retake Laurent?
Yes. Need to go to Gust Hall. My turn! One down. Next.
Good training's really helping.
Dangerous! Not you! Hurry, let's move!
Get out of my way!
Defeated many enemies for lots of money. Menace, next.
And with that, peace has returned.
No more enemies. Not until next time.
I can win this with my eyes closed.
Next.
Survive.
Hurry, let's move.
I have not heard somebody leaked the entire story. I do know that talking about reason.
Coming aboard?
It's incredible. There are people out there in the world who find great joy bringing small miseries to other people. Same thing with briefing online stuff. They now get pleasure from. Yeah, exactly. It just looks so crazy. It looks fine on the characters in the original Super Nintendo version.
Weird.
But put into this 3D models, these character models, some of them just look funky. Me personally, I'm not that big on spoilers for the part. I don't care that much about it. Spoilers, but I do understand that I have a brother-in-law big on absolute something can be totally ruined, get spoiled on. I don't really like that. And why you'd want to do that, I don't know. I just don't.
Welcome.
I rested in free dream seed. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. Might do some Soul Calibur tomorrow if I get a casual play. Calibur through that file I'm doing. It's been a bit since I touched it, and I'm back to that. Next week I'll be doing a lot more casually as well as possibly. Yeah. Especially for a game like the last. Another one of those games that it's not my style, so I've never played it, but I did hear a lot about it and heard about story, and it's a big, intensive for them. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. Well, later on.